Hey guys, welcome to the Heart of David. Hope you're doing well today. I think you'd find this interesting, and this isn't going to be that long, but I won't even know what to name this, because the main thing I wanted to say, and it's very brief, is the number of Apophis. So if you saw my last video, the very last video that I made about Apophis, if in fact that is wormwood and you count backwards, so if that's the fulfillment of wormwood, and watch my last video to see in depth about that, then you can guesstimate that that would be the midpoint of tribulation, and then wrath would come from that point. And you could count backwards 3.5 years, and that brings it to Monday. I'm just a messenger, that's it. I don't know if that's really gonna be a date, or could it be a few days off. I don't know. I see potential World War III, like, go look at the news. So, have you noticed the number of Apophis? The number that they attributed with it? 999, so let me get this right, 999,666, they just turn it upside down, of course, 42, 99942, so that's 999, that's 27, add 4, that's 31, and add 2, 99942, 33. I actually didn't get that from anyone. Something in my spirit said count those numbers. I counted them. I'm like, wow. I promised to God I would not make a video yesterday. I wanted to make this. Let's just wait a couple days. 33-degree Freemason. You see everything that's happening in the world. They like to attribute this number because it's the highest degree of Freemasonry. Go look at that number. They'll give you every other reason why they named it that number. I just remember this. I remember in the last 6 months or so, 3 events where that number came up. The first one, so go look in the news, type this up on YouTube, you'll find it immediately. Man walks in and murders with, I think he had what is it called? Man, I know, I'm just an M4. No, M4. Man, I'm thinking like an M16. But for some reason, I can't think of the. I'm usually good with those things. But he walked in with an assault rifle, and he went to the 33rd floor and murdered a Blackstone, not BlackRock, a Blackstone executive, high executive, on the 33rd floor, and then he killed himself. Then Charlie Kirk was shot, and then this Kash Patel, who outwardly lies to the public, go look at the Senate sessions, go look at the Senate hearings. He's stonewalling them just like you watched. They're the same evil, okay? I believe they're more evil than the last, because you don't understand the paradigm that's happening. It's the Hegelian dialect, good versus evil, but they're both evil. We found him in how long? 33 hours, right? We found him in 33 hours is what Kash Patel said. Yay, we found him in 33 hours, so that man in prison was not the man who did it. I think a lot of people know that, and it's unfortunate. We're just living such evil, and that's the times that we live in. And you say, what evidence do you have for that? Because of all these other multiple angle shooters, they found, you can see the muzzle flash from behind of someone who took this. What's with the autopsy? What's with? In any case, I don't want to get into those things. I want to get into the things of the Lord. I'm going to be doing Genesis in another video. But this is it. And I believe Donald Trump, the Antichrist, is 33rd degree. He has earned his 33rd degree. He is the very top. That's why they call it mega. So if you go on the churchofsatan.com, don't be afraid to go on there as a Christian. It's not going to harm you. Go under hierarchy and affiliates. I think it's hierarchy, then affiliates. And it'll give you the hierarchy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 position. The highest position, the 5th position, which is the first, is called MAGA, mega. Do you not get it yet? They're Satan worshippers. You still don't believe me? Triangle symbol that Trump makes with his hand, right? It's called as above, so below. Hell. No? Then why did he build it as? Why did he build a 6-floor wide, high in depth, as above, so below triangle into his? Is it the Chicago or the New York City? The one that he's had for a very long time. Anyway, lives on the 66th floor. It's not called the 66th floor, but it is the 66th floor by measurement because of the atrium in there. It really is the 66th floor, but and the height of the building. I'm not, man. Do you not understand who these people are? Apophis 99942, right? I'm glad I saw that. I'll just finish it off by saying a couple of things. That I was watching a channel that I thought I'd never watch again, but I think he's doing a very good job in exposing a lot of things that are in the end times. And I won't say what channel that is, but through him I saw he studied the Freemasonry book. And if you look in the Freemasonry book, and I brought this up, I said, why wouldn't a person want eternal salvation? Why are people purposely evil and they know their end? Well, maybe they all don't know that, but they ascribe to evil to evil beyond what you can think behind closed doors. And I just don't understand it. But when he was bringing out some of the passages of the Freemasonry book of this is what the 19th degree says, the 22nd degree says, they believe that, oh man, I almost feel like I have to study this book now, but they believe that Lucifer was the light bearer because he was son of the morning, They believed it was the other way, that God is evil. So they're into that type of belief system, and man, just wouldn't want to be on that side. That's why there's such a deception coming beyond what you can think. And it'll all fit in. Everything will fit in. Evil will prevail for a time, but those who are born again will do great exploits. What does that even mean? Look at this, man. Peace in the Middle East. Donald Trump has stopped, I think he said yesterday, 8 wars. 8 wars. I know he stopped a war that could have gone really wrong in the Balkans, like Azerbaijan and another country. There was Pakistan and India. So there's, Iran's coming to the table. All the Middle East, Hamas. I can't name the other ones right now. 8. There are 8 of them. Sudan. Has a man ever done this before? No. Because he's got the power of Satan behind him. Not only that, but what does he do? He prospers through deceit. That's why the first horse, the white horse, does not have a bow, because he does it with his mouth. But Jesus Christ will come and he'll breathe on him, and that'll be it. He'll be gone with the breath of his mouth. I can't wait till they shut him up. He likes to bask. He didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize. And was it really that way that person dedicated dedicated it to him because, man, you just can't let that go. Let someone else have their friggin' day, man. It's unfortunate that people can't see his character. You know what it is? They see the angel of light, as Paul said, and all his workers of righteousness. They're false, they're fake. The prosperity gospel are the people that are around him. If you can't discern what an angel of darkness and an angel of light is, you're going to have a lot of trouble with the end times. You're just going to. Stick to the Bible. Stick to the Word of God only. Right? Pray to God. Read the Bible. Learn it on your own. And put your faith and trust in God and not in men. People are so fooled by this man, and we knew this was going to happen. I think that's about all I have to say for this, because I want to get to Genesis. But I want to say this. I don't really like to talk about my own self. I want to talk about, things attributed to a lot that I do is attributed to the end times, but of course the love of God. I want to show people the devices of evil. I believe God has shown it to me. And not only me. I suffered a lot in my life, and physically and mentally. You can go back and look at my testimony. You'll find that it's not a normal one. But if you know that, and you know the things that I've said about the things that I've been through, like I couldn't leave my parents' home. I was stuck there. I mean, I'm glad to, I would have, things could have been way worse, but I got so much physical pain that it was like, this is what I want to say. That I was there from 1978 till 2018, 40 years. I was 39. When I moved in here, it'd be a couple months till I turned 40. 40, the magic of testing. I just thought about that yesterday for the first time. I'm like, wow, 40 years of testing. I'm almost 47. So I've been here for over 7 years, but man, I was down and out. I was couch bound, bed bound, couldn't do anything. And but God exalted me beyond measure, that I don't even know how to. I can only express it in the Spirit. But anyways, you see the times and the seasons. And remember what the Pharisees, they didn't notice their time, right?